What you call a young man curious? Drawing on a beat and you know I'm serious. Podcast only need 30 minutes. Experience, but I'm new to this business. About to start a project dependent on acquaintance from new and old business. I thank God for the vision. Every episode, new wisdom. We just talking about real business, like how they making money and how they living. I'm just trying to do something different, cause I'm just a young man curious. I'm just a young man curious. Yeah, I'm just a young man curious. What's up, everybody? Today I'm joined by the one and only Shiann Hernandez, aka
oh my god,
whatever you want to put on there. Shiann, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Hi.
You and I go way back to Bonham Junior High School.
Oh yeah,
we were Bonham Owls. Hoot. But give the people a little bit about yourself. Tell us who you are.
Oh, from like the jump, my date of birth, everything.
Right out the womb.
So as he mentioned, I'm Shiann Hernandez. I'm from Odessa, Texas, from the same hometown. I currently live in Houston, and I'm a civil engineer. A water resources civil engineer. So I design water and wastewater infrastructure. But yeah.
We're going to get to that.
I know, I'm 27. 28. No,
birthday?
I'm 28. Wow. November 30th.
Wow. We're November kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I kind of think I knew that a little bit.
Maybe. So we turned 28 about the same time.
Yeah.
My cousin's birthday is on the 30th. They're twins. You have a twin?
That's not me. No.
Oh.
I don't think I'm a part of that.
Okay. All right. Anyway, let's talk about you though. Tell me a little about. Obviously, we met in junior high, but tell me a little bit about your upbringing. What was that like? How was Shiann as a kid? What's your family dynamic?
Oh, okay. All right.
What made you today?
Shiann as a kid was super obsessed with being on camera and wanted to show out for everybody. No. I mean, that is true. But so, right. I don't know. I'm from like a normal middle class family. I have a sister. Both of my parents live in Odessa. We've lived in Odessa our entire life. My parents got divorced when I was pretty young, but I still had like a pretty stable household, so that was really awesome. Me and my sister are very close. I mentioned to you earlier, we FaceTime probably every day on my 30-minute commute home.
Sure that's not safe?
Yeah, it's not safe, but you got to get it in when you can. Family matters, right? But yeah, so went to school with you, went to, I don't know, Bonham, then Permian, the one and only.
Yeah. What was high school like for you? I know how high school was like for me. It was.
How do you think high school was like for me?
I have no idea. You seem like you had a good time. Like,
yeah, no, it was
good.
good.
In the same circles, so like.
Yeah, a little bit.
You were an athletic trainer, so you were always at like the games and stuff. So
I always had to be there, right? I didn't want to like do the sport. I just wanted to like stand on the sidelines and act important, which I feel like I accomplished.
Why? So
right.
So one, how was high school? And then, how was high school?
It was good. Got through school. School was pretty easy, I would say. I don't know. High school, you just gotta like show up, right? No, it was good. I liked being involved. I feel like you were probably involved a little bit more than I was, but I liked hitting on a couple of things. Athletic training. I did like students and philanthropy, which was like so random.
I honestly didn't know that about you.
Yeah, so like did a lot of volunteer work and raised money and like did grants for organizations. Wow. It was actually pretty cool.
So if I start a nonprofit, I know who to call.
Call me. I'll do all the paperwork for you.
So being an athletic trainer, why was that like, you just wanted to be with a part of like the team in a way, or like, how did you become an athletic trainer? Because it seemed like it was like a thing to be like, no lie, the athletic trainer
was
the spot,
because we got to like hang out with all the athletes and stuff. It was really more of like a social event, right? I liked, my mom's a nurse, so I feel like that kind of being in that environment was fine and like fun, and I knew what I was doing and I could learn and try and help all the athletes out. Like, you sprained your ankle, like, come to me, I got you. But
are you talking about me specifically?
Oh yeah. Something was like always broken, right? It's afraid. No, but I think it honestly being involved in something and just being like social. I'm super social, probably too much for my own good. I don't know, but I liked just being in the atmosphere, being with everybody. You still got to feel like you were a part of a team. I'm not very athletic, so I wasn't about to like join the gymnastics team or anything. So can't catch me doing cartwheels. But yeah, it was fun. I really liked it.
That's what's up. We definitely enjoyed it. I mean, we were talking about Shiann, one of our friends earlier, and man, we had such a blast just playing sports, but also just hanging out in that training room. Like, we go get treatment.
But it was good too, because I had other friends who did sports, right? Like Riley and all of them, like soccer. So I had friends kind of doing everything, and I still got to be around them, which was really nice.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So you had a good time at Permian.
Yeah, of course.
Was a vibe. So tell me about college, right? So first of me, you went to A&M.
I did.
Did you apply to any other schools? Put that
down.
So
no, they do. It shines in the light, right?
Give them a little bit.
So yeah, I actually applied to Baylor, got a scholarship. Baylor's like oddly expensive, right? It's like a private school. So I wanted to go to A&M first and foremost. Like that was my like number one school. Got a scholarship there. I filled out half of the application to Tech and realized like all of Odessa was also going to Tech, and I was like, I think I want to change. So I decided to pick a school that was 6.5 hours away from Odessa. I mean, you were further, right?
But you got away from home.
But yeah, I got away from home. It was nice. Odessa's great, and I love it. But, you know, I don't think I could see myself there long term.
Did you know anybody at A&M?
Like, kind of knew people. Nobody that I was actually, like, really friends with. But, like, if I needed something, I could call somebody up. Like, my first day in the dorms, I met, like, my best friend in person for like the rest of my life.
Like,
no, nuh-uh. There, like I said, there were a couple like upperclassmen who were there, but no, not really.
Gotcha. So
I
just kind of to Baylor, got in, brilliant.
Yeah, right.
Decided not to go to Tech, applied to A&M, got in. Pretty smart. Tell us about A&M. A&M has a
culture to it.
A culture. That's awesome. I like that. Culture is how we.
It's unique, right?
But A&M definitely has a culture to it, right? A very respected school. Tell us what A&M was like, because like I get the respect vibe, but I also get that turn up vibe from A&M. Like,
I probably had too much fun. So, like I said, in the dorms I moved in, I lived freshman year in a dorm. And there's like a north side and a south side dorm. It's kind of weird. So we were right across the street from Northgate, which like isn't good. That's where everybody was to party all the time. So did that, and I actually joined Bonfire, so student Bonfire.
Oh, so you fiery. You like to start.
Yeah. I mean, I like did like labor on the weekends for fun. I cut down trees, which is not like my 5-foot self probably doesn't like fit that criteria to be like a lumberjack, but it was fun. And then we did that, built the big bonfire, burned it at the end of the season. So that was pretty cool. But then mixed in there, obviously, like some partying and all of that, probably underage drinking I shouldn't have been doing.
There's statute of limitation. I believe you're fine.
I think I'm okay now. But yeah, so did that, obviously, studied a lot. School was hard for me. It was not like high school.
You don't say.
Yeah, no, I felt like it was like very difficult, but I made it out alive. Like,
you
thank God.
Paper, that's all
yeah, no, for sure.
Nobody knows what grades you make, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So rate A&M on a scale 1 to 10 in terms of how much fun you have.
Ooh, probably like a 7.
Okay, and then.
And I think I say that because my senior year, I was so focused on like wanting to get out and just like get my life started and like figure that out. So like I worked like 2 jobs. I like volunteered at like a church, and it was just like crazy. Like I was constantly going. I was in class as well. So I felt like that last like year I didn't really do all the fun things. But other than that, A little bit, yeah, that last senior, because I was driving back and forth from College Station to Houston my last semester to work, go to class, and work here.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. But other than that, like my other years, like I was a bartender. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
I do recall that.
Being in that nightlife type thing.
Recall that. You said something that resonates with me. School was hard, college, not like high school whatsoever. I don't know about you, but I got to college and I was like, I went from being that guy, that dude, to being
and you
like,
were that dude.
To minnow in the pond. Like, it was like, talking about culture shock.
Yeah.
And also just like going from that to being like, starting over from scratch was really tough. And then school was hard. I didn't know how to study. All the answers in the book. I just had to look at the book.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I needed a book. Who knew that?
And like a $500 book at that you're going to use once, okay? Right. Not fair at all. No, yeah, it was hard. I feel like I didn't know how to study. You definitely had to like sit yourself down, make sure that you were taking care of yourself because nobody else was going to do it, right? And then yeah, being in classes with like 400 other students and half of them are sleeping, half of them are like maybe not half, like two of them are the only people asking questions and paying attention, and the rest are just like hoping that he throws a curve in at the end of the semester, especially like freshman classes. They were just like weeding you out, and it was crazy.
Which student were you?
I was just like in the middle. I'd sit there in the middle and pay attention. I don't know if I retained everything though.
I definitely did.
I was taking notes. My handwriting was like chicken scratch. But
yeah, I definitely didn't retain everything from school. Like, I was just so happy to get through
it, yeah.
I cried. I was like, God, I don't know how I made it through. It was you. Nobody
No,
else.
but for real.
So you studied civil engineering?
Yes.
Tell us about that. What was that ground like? Why civil engineering?
So actually I wanted to do chemical engineering. And I couldn't get into the program, so when you signed up, you had to like pick your programs that you wanted, and it was already full. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll do civil. Looked into it a little bit. With civil, there's like a big, it's diverse, right? You can do water, traffic, structures, roads, construction, all the things, right? So there was so many like opportunities for me to figure out what I actually wanted to do with my life. And so like picked that and then just went with it. There wasn't in my mind like I was going to do it no matter what. Like I wasn't going to pick something else. That was too stressful to go back and pick something else and then have to pick those classes. No.
Engineering was definitely hard. How much do you think you remember from school?
Ooh, I would say now probably a little bit more because I had to take the PE exam, and that was crazy. Yeah.
How was that? So you took the FE first?
Yeah, so I took the FE in college before I graduated. So that was easy, right? It was just a test over everything you've been learning for the past 4 years. And then you get out into the real world, and then they make you take another test after you've graduated. The audacity. So I literally every Saturday and Sunday for like months was in like a study class at my kitchen table with like spirals and books. Yeah. It was rough.
So you took the PE, passed the PE.
The second time though.
My girl.
The second time.
Very proud
the
of you.
First time I failed it by one question, which is just absolutely unfair.
Very proud of you.
Thanks.
It is unfair,
I appreciate it.
That's life.
Yeah.
You were smarter the next time, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, made a good grade on it after that.
So like FE is fundamentals of engineering, PE is professional engineering exam.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the test. Like I think it's like 5 hours or something like that.
No, it's 8 hours.
8 hours.
Yes.
And you have how many questions?
I think it's 80. So you have 40 in the morning, 40 in the afternoon. I really should remember this, but I think like once I took it, I just like blocked it out. Yeah. But yeah, so the morning portion is everything about your discipline. So anything about civil engineering. Okay. So even if you work on roads, you would get tested over water or about geotechnical engineering stuff. Because it all falls under civil. And then the afternoon portion, so you go through 4 hours of that, and you sit there, and then you have a lunch break, and then you do 4 hours of your in-depth test. So I do water resources. So that's what I was tested over. And the person next to me is like doing structures or geotech. Everybody has their in-depth for that afternoon. And it's hard. And it sounds hard. I mean, it's so hard that they allow you to take in any type of materials that you want. You can take in any book, any practice test, any study materials, anything. Like that. That's crazy. The fact that we have to take in books.
The fact that you got to take a lunch and go back to a test.
It's ridiculous.
Hard pass.
Yeah, no. So, but I made it through.
You did. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Really, I didn't know it was in the presence of a professional.
Yeah,
engineer.
right?
So I was going to take the FE exam. We don't take it in school at Harvard.
But what was your degree? Okay,
so
yeah.
You don't really need
it's different with different disciplines for sure.
So I bought the book. I made it to like page 3.
He said, nope.
It's still a joy, So maybe one day. There's kind of more of a personal benchmark.
Now it's just a kid's coloring book, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a weight right now. That's it. But that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So tell us, like, from like being a professional engineer, it changes the game a little bit. What can you do, right? Because like I know that professional engineers can actually like stamp documents.
Mm-hmm.
You can you're like the Jefe. You can.
Yeah, which is a little scary, right? Now it's my whole career and livelihood on the line for something that like you did calculations for, which like you trust yourself to do. But yeah, so like you said, you did mechanical engineering. I did civil. It's a little different. Also, like petroleum engineers don't really do like PE. Yeah, there's just different kind of, I don't know, rules or unspoken rules that every discipline does. But for me, I'm designing like structures or water for people and water treatment plants and wastewater treatment plants. So for me to grow in my career, you really need to be able to be a professional engineer, to stamp your work, to seal it, to say, this is mine, I'm taking ownership of it with your firm, because that's how you have to like work under it. But yeah, that's really in my area, like how you have to move up.
Yeah, I know it's a really big deal, and I'm really proud because I know those tests are hard.
Yeah, they are. I know a couple people who made like 99s on them. Wild. I didn't get that, but that's
my bridges,
everything.
My road race.
I'll pull their names. I know a couple people.
No, so you're a civil engineer, professional engineer.
Yes.
You could put the stamp on it. Tell us a little bit about your career, right? So I'm nosy, so I went and looked at your LinkedIn.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
oh my
I saw
gosh.
that you moved the same company, right?
Yeah.
But you got a promotion, like, I don't know how long ago. I just saw you had a notch under your...
Yeah.
So tell us, like, where you started and what you're doing now.
So I mentioned I was driving back and forth from Houston to College Station. So probably my last semester of college, I interviewed for a position with my current company for a full-time position once I graduated. And I went in. I actually had no internships all through school, right? I was bartending. I was in a lot of organizations. I went to Nicaragua to build like water wells and latrine systems. So right, I was preoccupied. I didn't do an internship. We'll get back to that. The Nicaragua trip. But so then they offered me the position, and I asked them, okay, like, do y'all have availability for me to intern with you a couple days out of the week for an internship? And they were like, yeah, of course. So that's how I started driving back and forth from College Station to here. I'd work a couple days here, go do class, bartend the weekend, go to class, and then come back here Monday. So yeah. So I've been with them since January of 2017. So 6 years. Was an EIT for a couple years and just moved up that way.
EIT.
Engineering training. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So after you get your FE, that's what you're considered. Nobody's considered an engineer in our field until you are actually a professional engineer.
So, that excludes your boy.
But then after that, I got my PE in 2021, and then I became a project manager. So now I manage projects.
Big boss.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Do you have direct reports?
No, actually, I don't.
Okay.
We need to hire some people.
Okay. You want to boss some people?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you do.
I do like it, though. It's nice. It's nice. No, but yeah, so that's what I do. I manage projects, water infrastructure projects, and get to design them and work with a big team, and it's really awesome.
Yeah, and you were saying a minute ago that you recently received an award. Tell us about that at the banquet that I didn't get invited to. I wanted to come and have a nice dinner.
Yeah, last night, right? So I'm a part of an organization called the American Public Works Association, and it's like all public works, like people. So it may be a field worker or an operator, an engineer, a public works director. It's an association for us to all get together, learn. They awarded me with Young Engineer of the Year for our Southeast branch, which was like pretty exciting. Very honored. I really like it and all those people and getting to be with them. So yeah, it was really awesome.
That's dope. Congratulations.
But let me tell you about this other award that I also got.
Uh-oh.
You didn't stalk my LinkedIn too well, didn't you?
So let me say this.
What?
I saw that on LinkedIn a while back.
When?
I don't remember, but I deleted my socials, and so like now if I Google you in LinkedIn, like it won't show me unless I create an account. So
Okay.
My research isn't.
It's not up to date. Yeah. It's not up to date. Okay. All right. My company gave me a core values award.
Okay.
So I'll just brag on myself. I told you earlier I hate talking about myself, but it's pretty awesome. So our core values are like integrity, respect, excellent reputation, and commitment. And I had a colleague nominate me for that.
Wow.
And they voted on it, and I got it.
Congratulations.
So that's pretty exciting too.
You tried to play yourself down a little bit earlier.
You have to. You have to stay humble. Also, there's a little bit of imposter syndrome, right?
There is.
You think like...
Talk about that. What?
I don't know, like... we're from Odessa, and it's a smaller town, and now I'm in Houston and winning awards. It just doesn't sometimes feel like I should be doing this, or...
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm like managing hundreds of thousands of dollars for a contract for a client, and you're like, I should still be 16. Like, I don't think I'm my age. Right? Like, it's just, you don't think you are, like, yeah. Like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Who did I trick into getting where I got? Which isn't the case, right? I mean, we can't all do that.
Hard, yeah.
Oh, for sure. But it's like hard to like look back on and be like, wow.
Yeah.
All that time has passed.
Yeah. Imposter syndrome is very real.
Yeah.
I definitely have dealt with that at times and try and fight it off. But
yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I feel like, when you're in a space where you can be comfortable with who you are and just be yourself, that kind of helps alleviate a little bit.
For sure.
Because you're just appreciated for, one, who you are, but also they don't pay you every 2 weeks or a month or whatever they pay you.
Yeah, right.
Just because they like you.
Yeah. And I definitely feel appreciated there. And I think that's really like what it is, finding a place where you're comfortable,
Right.
you like the environment, your goals align with their goals, and they're there to like push you up as much as you're there to grow the company.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's amazing people in my department, in the company, in other departments who root for me and who I root for. And I think that's like really what it's all about, because nobody wants to be miserable for the rest of their life.
They don't.
Like, I'm not trying.
That's the money, right? They do it for the little.
I would love to retire at my age right now, but that's not happening.
What would you do?
Oh my gosh, I would walk Benny, my dog, all day. I would, I don't know, browse, learn to play golf, because I have yet to figure out how to do that.
Are you interested in golf?
Yes, but only because that's the one event that all organizations do as like a
Fundraiser?
Yeah, as a fundraiser. And so I'm like, I would love to just be out there on a golf cart playing golf. But I don't know how to play. What am I supposed to do? Just show up? I don't even have golf clubs. How's that going to work out?
Just show up.
Yeah.
You should get some clubs though. Golf is an excellent game.
Do you play?
I do.
Are you good?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day and who I'm playing with.
The weather, the wind, if it's against
on me
you.
a lot.
Yeah.
Golf is a very internal thing, and then so like it's
Oh,
a lot about the vibe. Like if I'm with some people I don't like, I'm probably about to play terrible because the vibe is
You just
off.
want to get through it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then if you get in your head, you kind of got to be easy-go-lucky, like sing a song here and there, and don't take yourself too seriously.
That's what you always do, though, right? Sing
True.
a song here and there.
True. So I've had some really good golf games. I've shot a 77, if you know what that is.
I have no clue.
It's like 7 over par, so like
Okay.
7 off from perfect almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say I know nothing about. I mean, I worked on a golf course for like one summer,
You were.
but like I've done everything. You gotta make your way. Like I don't know. That's what my parents always said. You know, you're not gonna get handed anything. You definitely have to work through everything, have a good work ethic, be willing to volunteer for things and put yourself out there and say yes. So, yeah, I have done a lot.
So you should get some clubs though. Start enjoying the game.
Yeah, no, I need to. It'd be nice. It's nice here in Houston.
Yeah, there's some nice courses here.
Yeah, there's one down the road actually.
Okay, yeah.
I need to go. I need to go.
You should just
maybe this will push me.
Just take it in. So I want to jump back to something you said. You said you went to Nicaragua to do water wells.
Yes, that was like our main goal. It was an organization in college that like another student started because water scarcity is like a big thing, right? And you know, we're here in America and it's amazing. You get to turn on your water faucet and water just flows out, and thank God it tastes amazing or tastes drinkable, maybe not amazing. But in other countries like Nicaragua and places like that, they have to essentially like hike to go get dirty water just because that's all that's there. You know, they have creeks or rivers that they're pulling this water from, and kids and you know, wives or moms are getting that while the husbands are out working trying to provide. So I was a part of an organization where we would drill water wells for communities. You drill it in the ground, you know, hundreds and hundreds of feet in, and it would serve a community, and the community would raise money throughout the years to make sure it was upkept. Okay. So it was exciting. So the year I went, we were checking in on the first water well that they ever drilled and getting with the community again and seeing how it's changed their life, if it had, how we can better it for the next community, you know, if there's something else we could change. But we actually built a latrine system, right? So in some of these places, there's outhouses and all of your waste is kind of going downhill with all of your water. Things are getting cross-contaminated. So we built a cool restroom. I know, it's kind of nerdy.
I like that though.
We built a restroom that would filter through rocks and soils and all of that. So that once it reached or got to, you know, the last soil, it was mostly clean.
Right.
You know, like a wastewater treatment facility, which is like what I now do for a living. But yeah, that was really cool. And then we installed like distribution systems for people so that they literally could go outside and just turn on a water faucet and get water, which is what they never had. Yeah. So
did they give y'all the blueprint, or did y'all have to design those systems?
So that happened probably, or a little bit before I joined with the guy who started it. He got with like a separate company and worked together with them on what to do. But then we bought the equipment and then we took it from there and then just taught everybody else under us. It was really a student-run organization. There was no teachers involved or anything. So it was pretty cool. That's awesome. Just giving back, especially.
It seems like you care a lot about people, the community. So take me to Nicaragua. I've never been. So you get off the plane. What's it look like? Is it beautiful? How are the people?
It is. It's nice. It's very like jungly. Okay, yeah. So my last name's Hernandez, but I don't speak any Spanish, right? That I couldn't really communicate with anybody. Thank goodness we had a handful of people who did speak their language and kind of helped with that. And then we also partnered with an organization there that that they were kind of doing what we were doing, but on a bigger scale in their community, and we were there helping them out as well. So yeah, the people were so nice. They were so excited to see us as much as we were excited to celebrate them and do something for them and provide for them. Everybody's, like I said, just trying to work to feed their family and support themselves and each other. And so it was nice to just like lend a helping hand. But yeah, it was jungles. One time we went out and this person's house, we were in the middle of nowhere, and it's just like banana trees.
Okay.
And then it's like coffee beans everywhere. You're just like taking them all, eating fresh from the ground. It was really cool.
I thought you were going to say you saw a snake.
Oh, no. We saw probably a lot of spiders, a lot of bugs.
Okay.
But yeah, no snakes. Are you scared of snakes?
I'm not a big animal person, like, in general.
Yeah.
So, like, I like animals at a distance. I know that there are people who love
I don't think a
animals
snake is an animal, is it? I mean, I guess it is. I guess, but nobody's like, I'm not having them in my house for fun. I think most people like snakes from a distance, though.
Most.
Right?
Most.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So, you live in Houston now.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Do you see yourself here for the foreseeable future, or do you aspire to live somewhere else?
I do. I like it here. I think it's easy to get back home to see family. It's easy to travel from, and I really like my company. Yeah. We have offices in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, probably a couple other places along that border. But I like it here. It's good. I found my people. Yeah. I like who I work with. You know, at first it takes a little while to get used to. It's new and different and louder and but yeah, I like it here.
Good.
It's been good to me.
Houston's a special place for sure.
Yeah.
It's very diverse. Great food.
Yeah.
A lot of great things going on, like the rodeo. I know you said you're going to the rodeo.
Oh, for sure.
So it's a dope place to be. What's in the future for you? Or what would you like to be in the future for you?
I don't know. I think ultimately growing in my career, eventually have a family, right? You all have an amazing wife and kids. That hasn't happened for me, but I bought my first house a couple months out of college. So that was like an amazing goal.
Big
and
moves.
Yeah, right. And so just kind of growing that and growing at my company, there's so much room for me to grow. And like I said, I feel supported there all the time. Doing that, traveling a lot more. Man, I need to travel.
What do you want to do?
I don't know, everywhere. I feel like I have like an Instagram post saved from like everybody else's trips and I need to go do all the things. Let's go to like the UK. Let's go to Spain.
Where are you going to go this year?
I don't know. Maybe not this year. I feel like I'm a planner. I need to have like an agenda.
Take an hour tonight and plan where you're going to go.
Yeah. No, I need to do that. That's actually something I should do.
Oh.
But that, getting more involved and giving back to Houston for sure. I mean, there's so many people here, so many needs here. Yeah.
Is dating hard?
Yes. It is hard.
What makes it hard, if I can ask?
Ask away. I think just finding somebody that you actually want to spend time with, right? And now in college or in high school, you were always surrounded by your peers and people. So it was easy to form like a bond with somebody instantly and kind of go from there and then be like, actually, I don't like this or I don't see this going anywhere. Now you're with colleagues and not everybody's trying to date their coworker. It's tricky, right? But it's hard. So you have to put yourself in places where you're going to meet people. Yeah. And that's not always like a bar, an organization event, maybe. Yeah. You just have to like actually put yourself there, actively look. And that's like difficult sometimes. You have to get in that mindset. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's rough. I've joined a dating app not too long ago, so that's kind of stressful. It is stressful.
It kind of takes some of the edge off, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I guess.
Old school, like. Think about like as a kid, you gotta go to the girl like. And you gotta give your best. Now you can just slide in the DMs, and this is just like.
I feel like that way you have to be, like, you have to be better. It has to be quick. You have to say something to catch somebody's eye immediately. Man. Like, if we're sitting next to each other in class, you sweet talk a little bit every once in a while. Ask to go to lunch. It's easier that way.
But it takes a lot more.
I feel like I'm better in person, though. Man, a text is hard to get your personality across, understand somebody else's humor.
You're also in a unique position as a lady. Ladies don't have to often shoot their shot. It's often on the men to shoot their shot. So, like, as a man, it's probably a lot easier just to slide in the DM than it is to be like,
no, you're right.
Up to him. Because first, it's an action. Like, I gotta get from out of my comfort zone, sipping my drink.
But I'm like super forward too. I mean, you know this. Like, I'm loud. I've got an attitude.
I can shoot my shot and you loudly reject me.
Never. No, that's too mean. But like half the time, I'm walking up to people just because I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
But then it's not cool when you're like, I'm just gonna walk the other way. I would never loudly shoot anybody down. I'm nice.
Sometimes you just gotta pull up from half court. No, but I asked that question, right? Because I often think, like, if I was dating these days, I would have to, like, I gotta check your ID. I need to know your age for sure. Yeah. I need to see your birth certificate and check your gender. Do you
have a job?
Yeah, it's a long list. It's a different game.
It is.
It's a different game.
Yeah. But, like, you're good. You found your person in high school.
I am.
That's awesome.
That's why I said, like...
So, yeah, it'd be a different world for you out here now.
I'd be nervous out here. I'd be like, nah, I need to see all your documentation.
That's honestly so true, though. Because, like, 16-year-olds have way better style than I ever did. Probably than I do right now. Yeah, no. But is that just us being old? No, I mean, we're like young, but like that's us being old. Like that. I definitely did not. We did not look absolutely like that. Not. Yeah, no. Oh my gosh. Nah. And they're still trying to bring back like 2000s style. It's not okay. It's not okay.
It's different for sure. All right, so we talked about your future. What's next? You're gonna travel this year, take a trip.
I'm gonna travel. We'll put it in the books. I'll look. Yeah. But I have some family coming to me too.
That's fine.
So, you know.
We can also go to, you said, Europe?
Or something, right? Somewhere out of the United States. Okay. Let me culture myself a little bit.
What would you tell your younger self? What would be a piece of advice to your younger self? Ooh. To young Shiann specifically.
Probably just be nice to yourself. And also be nice to people. I feel like you don't realize how much you, like, lean on each other. Not saying that I was, like, ever rude. I mean, maybe, you know, everybody has a bad day. But really, like, be nice. Give people grace. You don't know what people are going through in their daily life. You know, the waiter might be rude to you because somebody else just, like, didn't tip her. Just, you know, kind of go about your day. Give people grace. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, and then what would you say? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you don't have to figure it all out. Like, I feel like I said earlier, I always have to have a plan for something. Yeah. Like, I didn't need a plan in high school. I just needed to live my life. Yeah. So. That's
really good advice. What advice would you give to, like, just anybody who may be watching? Like,
oh my gosh. Be adventurous. I feel like I'm not as adventurous as I want to be, so this is maybe advice to myself. Let me listen back on this. Right. Yeah, just like put yourself out there in anything. You know, join a club, golf, learn how to golf, take all of the, I don't know, classes you can, and just like learn about people and about things, because you don't know everything. And you're not going to know everything. Yeah. And, yeah, I don't know.
I think that's awesome. Take risks.
Yeah, for sure.
Life. Don't be afraid.
Don't be so serious. Yeah. Which one? You know, I'm not so serious, but...
Can't be too serious. One of my favorites is you, myself, and Michael.
I know what you were going to say.
We wrote a song.
I know what you're going to say.
We remixed...
Oh gosh, what's it called?
Fuck You by I see you right around town.
Oh my gosh.
You remixed this
for
song
chemistry class?
For chemistry class, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Wow.
We met up at your house one night, wrote the lyrics out, performed it. We got a standing ovation.
I'm surprised we didn't like win like a Grammy for that.
Yeah. I am a little...
Also, where is the recording of that?
I don't know.
I would probably burn it. There's no way we were good.
If I had a recording,
there's
I would
no way.
Post it on all platforms.
There's no way. Wow, I really remember that.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool if we could remember the lyrics.
I definitely remember the lyrics.
No way.
I'm not performing it though.
Oh, okay, dang.
But I definitely remember the lyrics.
That was fun.
See wow. Driving down with the girl we love and yeah, something about.
It was like about protons or like I don't know.
Yeah. It didn't
something on the periodic table.
It didn't.
Yeah, that was we probably got an A. We were liked.
Definitely got an A. Definitely got an A. We got a standing ovation. Everybody loved us.
No doubt, for sure.
We were those people.
We're great.
That day, you know?
Yeah.
Anything else that we missed that we should cover?
I don't know. This is you.
It is.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Oh, cool. We can end there. But before we end, I want to say, one, how proud I am of you.
Thank you.
The entire purpose of this project is just to connect with folks and give kudos, to celebrate people. You're doing some amazing things. Definitely respect it. Definitely feel privileged to know you and the things that you're doing. And so thank you for taking time to talk to me. Keep doing big things. We look forward to seeing you on Instagram traveling, playing golf.
It's going to be there. Yep, for sure. Hold me accountable.
And Boston people around.
Nah, never. That won't be me. Maybe. It's called delegating, right? Yeah. But thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for bringing me on here.
For sure.
Thank you for joining the I'm Just Curious project. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope it leaves you inspired to live curious.